guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are having an amazing week or an amazing start to your week if you're watching this on Monday when I upload. If you're new here, my name is Cherilyn, and in today's video, I'm going to be sharing some recipes with you guys. I'm going to film this video over about 3 days because I'm showing you guys what I'm cooking for supper 3 nights this week, and they're all going to be dishes that you make with chicken, and we're going to be making all of them on the grill. You can also make them in the oven, or you can fry the chicken on the stove, but they're going to be 3 really good chicken dishes that I make for our family for supper. I'll make sure to have all the recipes linked down in the description box because none of them are mine, so I'll make sure to share all of them with you guys. But I hope you guys enjoy this video. I hope it gives you guys some inspiration. I know some people have told me that they love cooking videos, so that's why I'm doing another cooking video for you guys. Not everything I make is going to be 100% keto friendly, but you can always alter it to make it keto friendly, and I'll try to show or tell you guys kind of what I'm doing to make it more keto friendly, or you can leave out what isn't low carb. So also another thing, for next week's video, I am planning to film a Q&A for you guys. So for those of you who do not know me in real life, I'm planning to do a Q&A for you guys, but I'm going to be putting a question box up on my Instagram, and I will leave the handle somewhere here on the screen so you guys can hop over to Instagram and follow me there, and I will be putting up the question box probably sometime the middle of the week. So I upload on a Monday, and I'll probably be putting up the question box probably Tuesday or Wednesday, most likely. So you guys can hop over to Instagram, leave your questions there. That way I can get them so I can answer them in next week's video. Anyways, enough of that. Let's get cooking, and I will show you guys what I'm going to be cooking for supper tonight. I started by adding all my marinade ingredients together so I could put them in a bag with the chicken, and it could marinate for a while I worked on some other things. I changed the recipe up a little bit in that I did not make the chicken and potatoes together in a skillet. I am trying to watch my carb intake right now, so I didn't want to make a bunch of potatoes and chicken all together. I ended up just making Nelson a baked potato on the side, and then I just didn't have any. I've been wearing gloves recently whenever I touch my raw chicken or cut it up, because a while back I had been doing up a large amount of chicken and my hands got so sore and almost got like a rash on them, and I don't know what it was from except for the raw chicken. So I've been wearing gloves just to be on the safe side, and it definitely is much nicer when you're dealing with that chicken. Once I had the chicken all cut up into strips, I added in the marinade and put it in a bag, and then kind of tossed it around to make sure everything was well covered. I then let it sit in the fridge for about an hour before we got ready to do it on the grill. Because I was just making one baked potato, I just put it in a bowl with some water and covered it with saran wrap and did it in the microwave, which was a really nice, quick way to do it instead of trying to heat up the oven or get out the Instapot just for one potato. Probably my favorite part about this recipe is the marinade and how it tastes on the chicken. It is just so delicious. The marinade is just wonderful, and I've actually even made it and used it on pork chops or something like that. It works well too. Anyways, I decided to make some side salads to go along with our chicken, and I've been doing them in individual bowls recently because it's just Nelson and I that eat salads, and it saves so much as compared to making like a large bowl of salad and then some of it ending up going to waste, because salad definitely just does not keep well. little tip for you guys, if you like using the romaine hearts lettuce like I do, when you get it from the store, take it out of the bag and cut it up into like just the individual long stalks, I guess, and put it in a large freezer bag like I have there, and just put a paper towel in to absorb moisture, and then squeeze all the air out of the bag and store it in the refrigerator like that. Honestly, that keeps your lettuce for days and days longer than it will stay in the packaging in the store. So if you don't do that, that really is a wonderful tip to keep your lettuce fresh for longer, and it doesn't go bad near as quickly. Alright guys, so tonight's supper, which is going to be the next meal idea I'm giving you guys, is a new recipe for me. I've never made it before, but it's a cilantro lime chicken, and it sounds so delicious, and I have the ingredients I need. So I figured, why not make this for tonight's supper? Sorry, Cynthia's playing with the cupboards down here. But so I'm going to get started on that because the chicken needs to marinate for a while, and then I think I'm going to ask Nelson to grill the chicken because you can grill it or bake it or fry it out in the pan, whatever you want to do. So that's what I'm going to get started working on, and I'll show you guys how I'm going to make that. I just started by chopping up my cilantro with my scissors, and I probably didn't chop it up as finely as it could have been because when I blended everything together, it wasn't quite as smooth of a marinade as maybe it could have been, but it still worked great and it still tasted amazing. I saved a little clump of cilantro to add into the rice that I made for us later on because I made some cilantro lime rice to go along with this recipe. My cilantro into the blender, and then I used these lime wedges that were left over from a recipe I had made a couple nights earlier, and I just zested those. I guess that's how you would say it. Sorry if I'm not saying that right, guys. But anyways, I used those for my lime zest, and then I squeezed them out into a measuring cup and added more lime juice to them for the total amount of lime juice that I needed for the recipe. Okay, you guys, so I got this lime juice at the store and I just wanted a little thing of it. I didn't want a lot of it, and oh my word, I could not figure out how to get that little lime thing open, so I actually had to look it up on the internet, and then I figured out you have to poke a pen or a pin into the top of it to get it to open, but I tried so hard and could not get the cap off, and I was wondering what in the world I was doing wrong. So after I figured that out, I added all these ingredients into the blender. They're just the rest of the marinade ingredients, and I put the top on and then proceeded to blend them all together. Cut my chicken up, and I kind of cut it in strips again like I did for the recipe I made the previous night because I think they just grill much better, and I like them more for portion sizes. Like, you don't have such a big hunk of chicken to grill, and it helps to get the flavor through better. Okay, maybe those are just personal opinions, but that's how I cut up my chicken, and I stuck it all in that bag and then poured my marinade in on top like I did for the other chicken recipe I made. this night that we were eating this chicken, we were eating it like 9 o'clock because Nelson had got home from work a little bit later, so it was dark when we were grilling, so that's why anyways the lighting looks so strange. But we put the chicken on the grill, and then once that was all on the grill, I decided I was going to make rice to go along with it. That's not very keto friendly, but if you do eat keto, you can always do cauliflower rice instead of regular rice. Anyways, I wanted to do my rice quickly, so I just threw it in my Instant Pot, and I added a cup of rice, and I think it was a cup and a half of water because I wanted it to have enough water. Anyways, put that in there, turned it on the rice setting, and I put it in for 12 minutes with low pressure, and yep, it cooked amazing, and it turned out really good. So after it was done cooking, I just kind of fluffed it up with a fork, and then I added in my cilantro and my lime juice, and yes, like I said, it was a wonderful rice recipe, and it's definitely a good one to make if you want something to go along with this chicken. And I'm sure you can use it in cauliflower rice as well for those of you who eat low carb or are keto. So I'm going to show you the last meal that I am doing on this video, which I'm going to be making for supper tonight. It is a Friday night, so we're like at the end of the week, and I was out grocery shopping today in the rain, so I just like feel like I'm a little bit of a mess. But I'm going to go ahead and marinate the chicken and mushrooms, because what I'm doing is chicken, bacon, mushroom, shish kebabs. I think that's how you say it. They are so good. They are so yummy. I've been making this recipe probably for like a year and a half now. And it's raining, so I'm not quite sure how we're going to do that on the grill. Hopefully it stops by the time we have to grill them. But I'm going to go ahead and put the chicken and the mushrooms in a marinade. And I think the recipe calls for green onions along with the marinade ingredients. And I'm going to be leaving those out because I don't have that. But I'm going to put everything together so that way when it gets, I don't know what time it is, it's like close to 4. So when it gets to like 6:37, because we eat late, then I can just put them on the shish kebab sticks real quick and we can throw them on the grill. I once again started out by combining all my marinade ingredients, and then I cut up my mushrooms and my chicken and put them in the marinade to sit for a little bit. I had gotten a big package of mushrooms instead of one of the smaller packs, and I definitely had more mushrooms than what I needed, but I decided why don't we just grill them all, and then I would just have extra that I could eat for leftovers or something like that. I just cut them in half because I like a pretty good like size mushroom to put on the shish kebab sticks, because I don't like when they fall off because they're too small or something like that. So I just cut all of my mushrooms in half and stuck them in the marinade. I then cut my chicken up into small chunks. They weren't very big at all, but I think they grill really nicely this way and they get more flavor through, that kind of thing. So I stuck those in with the mushrooms and put the lid on the container and kind of tossed them around, and then let it sit in the refrigerator for about 2 hours before we actually grilled them. Getting ready to grill, then I assembled these all on the shish kebab sticks, and I took my bacon and I actually cut each strip into 3 pieces, and I think the recipe says to wrap your bacon around your chicken or around your mushrooms, and that turns out really great, but I ended up just kind of folding the bacon over on itself and just piercing it on the stick that way, and it turned out so crispy and delicious. guys so much for watching this video. I hope it was interesting for you guys and maybe gave you some more new recipe ideas. If you're new to my channel, I would love it if you guys would hit that subscribe button, and if you enjoyed the video, give this video a like, and I will be seeing you guys next week in my next video. Oh, and don't forget to hop on over to Instagram and follow me over there so you can put in a question for my Q&A video next week. Alright, bye guys!